Hey everyone, this is Southern Fried Chad again, here with Krishna, a well known Aeon in the community. He does an amazing journal every day and has unique insights and DCAs and tons of cool snippets in there. He also makes awesome daily videos that have lots of unique insights and cognospheric learnings, is what I'll call them. And yeah, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Thank you for having me, Chad. It's an honor to be here and really looking forward to our conversation.
Awesome, awesome. So I want to start with what got you into SPX 6900.
Yeah, great question. I guess I'll first start with what first got me into crypto. I guess I'll just start from the beginning, honestly.
Sure, go for it.
Yeah, so I graduated college in 2012. So I'm in my mid 30s, like millennial. Growing up, I grew up in this like suburban Pennsylvania, so um, typical suburban upbringing. It was like mostly white school, and I was like one of the few Indians. So like it was a little. I guess like I had like an outsider perspective in the society at large at that time, and I kind of just understood like, all right, you need money to live in
Yeah.
this world. You live in the society, so I was good at math, so and I didn't want to go into like Indians traditionally go into like medicine, business, or engineering,
Sure.
or law is one of those like because you kind of have to. But so I just went into finance and just more of like a curiosity about like how the world works, how the economy works, and just kind of going in with that mindset, not really knowing what I was going to do. But like sophomore year, I had an internship at a company doing like financial analysis stuff, and I just absolutely hated it. It was just I
Yeah.
could just feel the soul leaving my body. I'm like, is this what if this is what I have to do for the rest of my life? I'm gonna be super depressed. And that's kind of what happened. I was already committed to this thing. I had to finish to get the degree, and I just didn't. I had to figure out something
What did you get your
essentially.
degree in again?
So I got a
Finance?
double like a bachelor's in business administration and like with a concentration in finance, and then a bachelor's in economics. So
Oh, cool, cool.
I got two degrees, but yeah, and then I started working just doing financial analysis for like corporations, just like the corporate finance team of big companies. Um, just like the commuting sucked, just working and just being on Excel all day, just watching everybody
Hmm.
just like hustle and bustle, just like like it just didn't make any sense. Or it just and like a lot of the companies at this time in the 2010s like were like if you look at the Fortune 5, like the S&P 500, like the top 20 companies are the ones that have only been doing well, really top seven. The
Mm.
bottom 480 have been lagging or going down. So like it's just a sign that the economy, like the things that these companies were doing was not working because the whole macro economy had changed. So like every job that I worked at like was the company was doing poorly. So I either got laid off or just I just left for another one. But like it kept
Gotcha.
bouncing around. So in 2016, like a few of my friends moved in together, living in Philadelphia, and then two of them were in Bitcoin. So yeah, get back to SPX, but
No,
um,
you're good. Yeah.
so two of them were in Bitcoin, and I think this is like when one of them was like also trading like ETH and stuff,
Sure.
and and I don't know. I think we were just because the price had just gone up, like it made like a parabolic move. Like me and all my friends were just like we would just have the chart on the TV and just staring at the ETH chart. We were just I was like still new to this. I didn't know what was going on. In my mind, I'm like, oh, there's no cash flow valuation basis for this. Like I wasn't thinking like how I didn't really fully understand what was going on. But like I saw that like a tremendous amount of wealth can be built if you're in the right token more or less. And like my friend was essentially in ETH and I had bought some ETH, but then like it went down, so I sold it like $200-300 worth. So like, but I just knew that this is something that like could be leveraged if I fully understood it.
Yeah.
So I didn't really do too much until like 2020. So that was like my first introduction to it. Um, but yeah, so 2020 is when I had another friend who made money with Dogecoin, like just
Yeah.
not crazy amounts, but he made a good amount, like from a couple thousand to like 50, 60,000, which is
Wow.
still significant. Um, so I kind of felt like, okay, I need to revisit this. And I also knew like at this point, like Bitcoin is going to be like, it's not going anywhere. That's kind of leading this whole thing. But we're in it for the alts. Like we're in it for like, we're trying to find the next big thing.
Yeah.
Um, so at this point, like I was still learning and I had gotten into like like a spread of alts like Link, ADA,
Sure. Yeah.
Atom, Cosmos. I tried I tried doing liquidity, what is liquidity? Providing liquidity to
Yeah.
a decentralized exchange on Cosmos. And I paired it with Luna because the rate was really high, and I held it until Luna crashed. So that was like how I lost a good amount of money during 2021. So
Yeah.
I like took another pause on crypto, but like, and then this time around, I kind of went through like a spiritual, you know, journey within just in terms of like how I perceive reality. Because you're raised to perceive reality in a certain way. Like, okay, you gotta do this, you gotta go to school, otherwise you're not gonna like you're raised in a society to worry so much about what other people think, and because of that, that kind of dictates the actions that you take.
Right.
But like I kind of like was able to detach from all that and just have like I also took like some mushrooms as well, and that kind of
That'll help.
contributed to the. But that led me to a journey of like, okay, you had to start meditating, and I started meditating and like reconnecting with my faith and meditating and like by reciting mantras when I'm doing meditations, and came across Murad's presentation. Um, and when I watched that, it just everything clicked for me in terms of like all the things I was seeing and feeling and experience with crypto,
When
just
was
watching
that?
him.
When was that?
October
So
2024
you
is
so
when I
like
watched.
right. Okay.
Yeah, just I'm on that wave of
Yeah.
Aeons of that
Yep.
October
Yeah. Yep.
24. And I had prior to that, I was getting back into crypto with like memes, to, like investing in like I put money in like the Doge, Bonk, and some others that did. I just happened to get lucky and they went up a little bit, so I sold them and I moved. I pretty much full ported into SPX
Nice.
and among like a small amount into the other coins on its list. So
Sure. Sure.
just like
Sure.
so that's kind of like where what I'm holding pretty much. So
Right.
mostly, and then I've been just DCing. So yeah, so then that was October 2024, and then I wasn't really on Twitter at that point, so I like got back on, changed my name, just want to make it. It was like my actual account, so I just changed the name to make
Just
it
made it
like more
fresh. Yeah.
anonymous. Yeah, just started following anybody with the. It's like my process. Like I followed anybody with the emojis essentially. Came across
When
like the
was
list
that?
of the like maybe more so like January, February.
Gotcha.
Could
Okay.
could have been earlier as well. I don't
Something
really
like that. Yeah.
exactly remember. Yeah, and then just kind of getting a sense of the vibe, This is
Yeah.
vibration. We're vibration-based investing. We're not looking at cash flows. We're not interested in that because we're beyond that.
Yeah.
So, just kind of see what people are saying,
Yeah.
people what they're doing, see what Murad is posting, and like um just kind of realizing like, okay, this is like thinking about the pyramid that Murad had posted of like at
Right.
the top is going to be the movement, and this is the movement out of all
Right.
the. If you're going to put your energy and time and money into something, especially into something like speculative as this, like I feel like this is what it this is it. So, yeah, I just started getting inspired too at this point, like seeing how much like I kind of realizing like, okay, the whole thing of this taking your whole identity over. Everything Murad was saying was like, okay, I can see how this is happening, how it's happened to other people,
Yeah.
and how happening like it's happening to me, and like happy. I'm like kind of like happy like this work like because I always struggled with like finding meaning in work, like my
Yeah.
corporate America story. This is one thing where I find meaning in creating like just doing anything for it, like starting with just writing journals, just starting. I always anytime you're trying to build a new habit, you want to start with like the least resistance, the easiest thing you can do to build consistency. Like that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
So I started with journaling, taking a picture, posting it, and then this is when people were DCAing. The DCA initiative went on. So let me just uh, write my DCA on this, just do something
Yeah.
different, just to show that people, at least I'm DCAing. That's important that people see that. And then just writing whatever the hell I want. And then
Some of them.
after,
So I remember one was like I can't remember exactly how it was, but it was so deep. I had a hard time understanding. I wish I could remember, but I just it was like it was very abstract. Some of the stuff you write down was like extreme, like so abstract.
yeah, it's kind of intentional almost because it's like as part of my spiritual practice and journey, it's just constantly reminding myself like, okay, so this is weird because you just posted about the monad, right? I
Yeah.
just learned about that and was watching a video about that and just
What
kind of
video
going,
did
I'm
you
like, okay,
watch?
um, so I'm watching this professor, this Chinese
Oh my god,
professor,
that's where I learned it from.
predictive history.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, I've been binging his
We're on the
videos. He's
same
so good.
algorithm.
Dude, this is amazing. Even cognisphere alignment and this, yeah, that's
No,
insane.
that's where I learned. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I think there's something to all this. I don't know if I believe it
Yeah.
100%, but this is wild stuff.
And I when I heard that, I'm like, okay, so this is the early Christian. understanding of like the Brahman, the ultimate divine reality that Hindus believe. And I'm like, okay, I can
Yeah.
see the
Hmm.
connection, and this is, and then Aeons are part of this Gnosticism, and the Aeons are paired with like certain like gods that are not the highest god in Hinduism, but like are easier to connect to
Mm.
for like Ganapati or Hanuman, the ones that you may have heard of. Like those deities are easier to connect to when you recite their mantra. So like I can see these connections made, but like yeah,
Yeah.
as far as the like the abstract notes or journals is because I'm part of these like Facebook groups of just that they just post like spiritual content written by
Hmm.
different Indian books, and I just whatever I like I literally just copy that, and like it makes sense to me, but I know that whoever's reading this, if they're not calibrated the same wavelength as this guy is like crazy or something. But I feel
Yeah.
like Aeons especially are they're definitely more they're less so material than rather than focus more on spiritual, and like
Yeah.
their consciousness is at a higher level. This is where like the emotional intelligence comes from as far as Aeons go, just and just general intelligence, but also at the same time we're just more aware of like our brain chemistry. We also are we like to say we're
But
in the
you
North
don't come
25th.
off
Yeah,
hippy dippy. You know what I mean? Like you don't come off that way.
yeah,
You come off very. You're very intelligent, obviously as well. So that's the one thing cool about it. It's like a lot of people in the cognitive sphere are very spiritual, but they also explain it in a very robust way. If you know what I mean?
yeah. I think ultimately it's like if it doesn't if I there's no point in the philosophy if it doesn't help you or help others. That's kind of how I think about it. So if
Yeah.
somebody reads it, like, could you explain it to me? I'm like, yeah, I can try my best to explain it to you in a way that, whatever way that whatever situation you're going through in life. So, but yeah, that's just kind of how I approach it.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. Yeah. Going back to the monad for a second. Yeah, I
Yep.
was. It kind of puts at least for me, what it the insight from it that I got. I don't know about all the literal 100% details, but like it kind of put like I kind of have a meta to religion. Like I kind of think it's all just vehicles to get closer to God or closer to the monad in this situation and the way they're describing it. And it sort of put into words what I always kind of intuitively thought about there being sort of a meta behind all religions. So that's what I kind of liked about it. Is
Yeah, no,
that
that it's like yeah, we call it like Advaita, which means like not two, just meaning one. Like, so that's kind of the equivalent of it. Like we all have that all part of our soul is the same between everyone, between all of us. Like, and that's like our connection. So it's just like when we say we're awakening spiritually, it's like if you're sleeping through life, you're just kind of going day to day and just slogging through and, chasing pleasure and pain, going
yeah.
through those cycles. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that
really
was the other
interesting
cool.
stuff.
That was the other cool thing. It's like I don't know if you watched his other lecture where he went into um, Plato's way of getting closer to the monad was like geometry, like math, hard technical stuff. Which even I was a math major in college and also economics. I got 2 degrees as well, about economics and math. And when I do math, I do kind of feel kind of spiritual when I do like pure math in a weird way, especially when you finally clicks. So I kind of get that. But and then I think it was Dante. It was the other. It was like, no,
Dante, yeah,
you need
Dante.
love. And that makes more sense because anybody can love. Not everybody can do geometry or hard
Yeah.
math. I mean,
Yeah, no, that's super interesting. And like I can understand Plato as well, but he's just trying to over intellectualize it. And like it's like that's like the path of knowledge. Like sure, you can read the scripture and read all these books and do all this math and you'll get to the same path, but like love is just a more direct way. Just like as a mother's love is that's the first thing a baby experiences, like the mother's love. Like that is you don't that baby doesn't need to learn math. You can just know what love is. And like in Hinduism, like Krishna represents like that pure divine love. So in my mind, if I just be like that, then I can radiate that to, humanity or whoever I'm in
right?
life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's interesting. Yeah, in Christianity, God is love, and that's the fundamentally. And Jesus was God in human form, so essentially love in human form. So the way I thought about it was like is so you go back to the monad example, like God in my religion would be the monad, and Jesus would be essentially monad in human form to try to awaken people.
exactly. It's like
That's
it's like the monad is too difficult for a human to like relate to. So, but Jesus is easier to connect to. So that's why you
Yeah.
use Jesus as like the messenger to get there. Yeah. Same thing in Hinduism. Like,
Yes.
the different deities are closer to this realm. They're still in the spiritual realm, but they're closer, but it's easier to connect to them and receive
Yeah.
their blessings. And that's why, like, that's essentially why we do all the rituals and all these things. Like when I was growing up, I'm like, what are we doing? Like, I don't, why are we singing and singing all these songs? I didn't understand it, but now, like, as my mom's told me, is like, when you get older, you're gonna learn. I'm like, okay, fine. And now here I am, I learned.
Yeah, similar thing with. I mean, I think everybody younger don't doesn't like fully understand whatever religion they're being brought up in. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think you mentioned too. You went down the since we're talking about religion and stuff. You went down. I heard you on a space mention. You went down an atheist path for a while, and you came back. I had a similar experience. Just
Yeah.
curious about how that was for you. I guess.
Yeah, because like my mom would try to take me to like you know, soiree is what it's called, just like the gathering and just doing like singing hymns or just learning about our faith. And like I just I don't know why I just had such a repulsion to it. I just felt like I wasn't it just didn't make any sense to me because I my mind was so westernized at such a young
Yeah.
age. And my dad wasn't super religious, so he kind of didn't really do anything with it either. And I just remember just on the way there, I'm like, we passed like a synagogue, I passed a church. I'm like, well, like, why is this the true? Like, why are, and I never really thought too much about it. And like, I went on the path of like kind of studying Western philosophers and had to, like kind of not really going into Indian philosophy at all. It really wasn't until I took like mushrooms until like that kind of poked me until it told me like you got to start, you can't just focus on that. You have to start studying these philosophers too to see. And like it just made more sense to me because I was like missing a part in terms of like my way of thinking.
I never took mushrooms, but I did go through a period where I smoked marijuana quite often, every day,
Yeah.
and so yeah, I went. So I was, hard like fundamentalist Christian. Like I wouldn't even say that's the true Christianity to be honest, but like super fundamentalist. Literal interpretations and all that. And then I was like, that's all nonsense. Went my own way. But then when I started, I realized I was missing something. I was like, it was making me not as good of a person in a lot of ways. So I think weed helped waken me a little bit as well. Ironically, I don't do it anymore. There's a lot of negatives for me, but it does disconnect you. Like I think any kind of psychedelic or any kind of drug like that, which weed has some of those elements, it just disconnects you from whatever you're in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever that shit you've been in for so long, it just makes you. It kind of wipes it away in a way.
I can hard resonate with that too. So
Yeah.
I used to yeah, smoke marijuana as well. And like is it that's like the beginning of it, of just kind of like being able to disassociate like from this material world of just pure like go 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 mentality. And
Yeah.
yeah, especially after working, like it just it's just yeah. I don't do it as much, but um yeah, it's just like you're missing something when you're in that atheist way of thinking. You're
hmm
like you're thinking like into too much into science. You're relying too much into science, I feel, at least for me, rather than like my intuition. And like once I started tapping into that intuition more, like life just became it flowed more in terms of there's like less resistance in my mind and in terms of like what I wanted to do and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I think you could get into like analysis paralysis. Like
for
I
sure,
the
overthinking, yeah.
yeah, the 80-20 rule is a very important rule in my opinion. That you make decisions quick. You might be wrong 20% of the time, but that's okay because you're right
Yeah.
80% of the time.
Yeah, especially when you're doing something new. Like I knew for me when I was making these videos, I'm like, okay, like I'm not gonna bother with editing because I'm just gonna spend way too much time. But I think it'd be better just do it in one shot, and then I just do a little editing after it. But what matters is the consistency. So,
Yeah.
um, and same thing with like exercise or just doing any type of physical activities. It's like don't worry about like going hard or like lifting a new PR. Just do something and then build
Yes.
the consistency. So
Yes, that's so important. I agree. That's basically, I mean, with these, I cut out the beginning bit, I cut out the ending bit. If there happens to be an interruption in the middle, sometimes there's been my dog was acting like a psycho or whatever, and I just chop that out, in the interview, and it's not hard to do,
yeah,
and,
nice.
and then you learn as you go.
Yeah, that's the key. Like it's not gonna be perfect, like especially in the beginning, especially if you're doing some kind of art, some creative pursuit. Like you're gonna make mistakes. You just have to accept it and just keep moving. So
Yeah, the first ones too. I came across like a blue man because I didn't have this light that gives a little bit of natural lighting, so it was just like the computer screen on me. It looked very
yeah,
blue. So
yeah. Those are
yeah,
always fun to look at though, at the in hindsight. Like, let's see the beginning of my work.
it's like, oh, I'm very blue there. No, actually,
Yeah.
my third episode with Arch Michael, he's like, you might want to get a light. You look blue in your videos. I'm like, do I? I'm like, oh yeah, I do. Because I don't
Yeah,
actually watch
yeah.
them. I don't watch them. I can't watch them, and they
I
make
don't
me
watch them
cringe.
either.
They make me
Yeah,
cringe too much.
I'm just like I just did this. I already know what I said. I don't need to watch this. I have I have watched it again with like my family and stuff, and it's just so funny. I just like to see what their reactions are. If they start laughing, because they know me, so it's like, but it's just so funny. Like that's like my favorite, just watching it with my family. But we just start cracking up. It's just so because especially when I just say something nonsensical, it just happens. It's just like,
Those are the best parts, honestly.
yeah,
And
yeah,
you're like, what did you
for
say?
sure.
I think that made sense. I agree.
I'm not editing it, posting it. Your daily Aeon has to continue.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. No, I think people really like it, and the journals are really cool too, for sure. I think they're yeah. I know you're taking a little break, which is totally understandable, but yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to like at least post weekly, start again with some consistency, and then kind of go from there. But yeah, just like a family medical emergency that had to be
hey man,
attended
that's
to. Yeah.
totally understandable. I hope that
But I
goes
do
good
miss it.
for
I
you.
do miss the like I said, it's like work that's just meaningful. I don't know. It's just serving the cognosphere, just providing some sort of spiritual guidance or insight. Like I get messages and comments from people, just saying like, how much they resonate with it or it's helped them or like, and I'm just like, damn, I just hit record and just started talking. Like it's I don't know. It's just it's pretty crazy. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It's not that too hard, and it goes a long way, and it's
Yeah.
cool, and it's cool to look back on it. So yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely encourage you to keep doing it. But yeah, I know you've got some family stuff, so it makes sense. Take a break.
I'm definitely gonna like come back stronger, I feel like. So I'm gonna do
Yeah.
more or something. So
The other thing is too. I think whenever whenever you're contributing, I don't know about you, but like the more you contribute, it's like the more you get out of it. Do you feel that
yeah,
way?
I do.
Like,
I do.
yeah. When I was on vacation, I went on vacation last week, and I was not doing much. I was uploading my videos, but I wasn't participating at all. I was just like doing my little uploads, and I was like, I felt so out of it. I know,
Mm.
I felt like you know what I mean. But now
Yeah,
I'm feeling back into it.
yeah, I definitely feel it. Like it's just I need that inflow of just Aeon energy, just just the bull posting, the
Honestly,
positivity.
honestly, the 6.9 day spaces, I think we got a little hungover after that. We're like, we need to all take a break from all of this. This is
Yeah,
too
yeah.
much.
Especially Mike. Like that's
Especially
yeah,
Mike.
that was insane. That's just I mean, we're building something that's just purely organic, you know. This is why like I'm really just interested in just what's happening. Like this is literally the most interesting thing happening on the internet right now, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that's a quote. Like it's just there's nothing else that's worth paying attention to. Like at this point, all other content, all other non-SPX related things, it just doesn't hit the same anymore because I can just see through all these illusions, you know? Like this SPX is like the most real thing and like it's becoming. I don't know what stage we are at, but like it's just exciting to be at the early stage and it'll be exciting as we start progressing and
Yeah.
it's just yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, when we were at whatever, purely from a financial perspective, whenever we got to this number before, we were so much smaller. I don't know if I mean, it was like crazy how much bigger we are from then, which gives me confidence that like we didn't just like waste time. We've kept going and we've gotten bigger and better. So whenever, from a financial perspective, whenever the fun begins again, I know we're in a good position.
Yeah. I think I just watched your interview with Murad like earlier today, like the second one, and what he said is like when it starts making moves, a lot of Aeons are gonna have now like new capital to like dedicate and invest into further continuing the mission. And hope maybe they can quit their jobs and they can just start making more content because a lot of them express like that they really wish they could do it, they really want to, and I'm like the energy is like it's like a seed, it's just ready to burst, and we're just gonna see next crop of content from Aeons. It's gonna be, I think somebody's even trying to organize it all because it's literally gonna be like, you know, like Netflix, but everything is Aeon. Everything is Aeon related content.
Well,
Just
Mike's attempting to do that. I don't know if you saw that calendar he's put together.
yeah, the calendar.
That's an attempt, and I think there'll be even better attempts as we go farther.
For sure, for
And it's
sure.
just going to keep getting bigger and
Yeah, it's just
more
like every
interesting.
you just start seeing like positive news. I just saw like Matt Beck is working with Jeff Park,
Yeah,
like
that was
from
cool. Yeah.
it's like that's so we're getting the smart money t thing going on. You know, Seb is continuing his new video format
Oh
and
yeah, he's
chilling
done an awesome
IRL in
job. Yeah.
London. Just like it's just everybody's just constantly doing something to like
Oh
expand
yeah,
and
the I can't remember his name. He's trying to lose weight. He's trying to lose
oh
like,
yeah.
but he was in Seattle. He was him and another Aeon. I can't remember their name either, but they were like doing a Seb type thing in Seattle, like at Pike's Marketplace.
Oh nice,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. That's amazing. That's
Yes.
awesome.
So both
Yeah.
of those cool.
I had another Aeon message me because I mentioned in a thing I had an elbow issue. He's like one of those like a PT. He's like, "Oh, I looked on the map. Like you're like right in my area. I can help you out with that." Like
What?
just
No,
things like
really?
that.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
So, yeah. Saucy, I think is his
Oh my
name. But
god, yeah, I know what you're talking
yeah.
about. That's
So
crazy. That's awesome, dude. That's
it's
like
just
that's some utility.
yeah, that's
That's
some
some
utility.
utility, like
Yeah.
for real.
You think somebody from the XRP community is gonna do that? No.
Fuck no.
Yeah. But like yeah.
XRP is
So
like so bloodlust. Like that, they're brutal with each other.
it's
Audacious Investor was told me all about that. He was used to be big XRP guy.
damn. That's
Yeah.
but like it. You know we are. You know, our consciousness, Aeon consciousness has transcended that because we are like the next evolution in that. It's like we got the cultiness, but we behave in a different way. Our
Oh
behavior
my
towards each
god.
other
Yeah.
is just 10 times better. It just is a more welcoming place for anybody. Like the target market is everybody. You know, the bottom 99% is could potentially become Aeons and like
Yes.
they will eventually.
Yes. The only people we piss off are the Coles who like to scam people.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only ones we make mad.
Good, good. They should be
Yeah,
mad.
exactly.
They're mad at themselves for
Yeah.
choosing that greedy life.
Well, I want it to be like I want them to look back on it and be like, all I had to do was buy SPX. I'd have made 10 times
All you
more
had to
money. I wouldn't have
do
to scam anybody.
All you had to do, that's it. It's like the easiest thing. It's like God is giving you a like this is the easiest thing he can offer. You just need a cell phone and you just need whatever, just buy it. And then that's you don't have to contribute if you don't want to. Just that's
Yeah.
all the easiest thing you have to do. But here you're going out of your way to just scam people, then getting mad when they win and you lose. Like, bro, like, come on.
Well,
Yeah,
and it's. I will say, if you contribute, it will keep you like in these downturns. You won't be as like paranoid or scared or
that's true.
freaked
Yeah.
out.
Especially
So
for a newcomer. Yeah.
yes, I do recommend people getting involved. But if you are passive, that's fine too. But I think you'll enjoy yourself more
I
unless it's just
agree.
like a small amount of your wealth. If it's just like a few percent or whatever, you probably don't care. I can understand
But
that perspective as well. But
yeah, for me it's just like yeah, like I said, it's I've always wanted to like create content or
yeah,
just make silly, funny videos just for myself at the beginning, but I just didn't have that motivation. There's nothing like really urging it. But now I'm like, okay, now I have something SPX something to attach myself to and then do it that way. And it's like
yes,
I'm part of something bigger. You have a built-in audience. I think like
yes,
Matt Beck even talked about this. Like just you have this platform to as a starting point. You're already interested in this and you want to keep talking about it. And you already have this audience. Like this is common with like all the cult coins, but you know, in SPX, like that's kind of how yeah, it's just like a way in and yeah,
and we're growing. That's the key difference.
yeah.
No
It's
offense
gonna,
to the
yeah,
other ones, but it's pretty
yeah,
clear we're
yeah.
growing. like,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, at this point in the game, like people, it's just been this bubble of crypto Twitter for so long that people have to realize like, okay, we got to do stuff outside of this to like
yeah,
increase our, move our bags essentially. So,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, and it's also you reach and talk to other people outside of the crypto bubble, which is good. Um, yeah, in terms of that, nobody does it better than SPX. Like
yeah, because
of
we're
the newer
like,
coins,
yeah.
not even close.
we're just good. We're just normal human beings. We're trying to recruit normal human beings. So like if we go on Reddit, we're not like going to be, I mean, some of us might be spamming, but like it's just like but the strategy is to have normal conversations, respond to the people, just try to solve, help, try to provide value. That's how you
Yeah.
get karma. Just provide a valuable response. Can even use ChatGPT, whatever. Just so as long as it's helpful, and then like at some point, like just slowly introduce that concept of SPX or crypto, whatever it may be, and then like you just sneak under the radar. So
Yeah.
I need to get more on Reddit, but I've just been busy at the moment. But like
Well,
it's there's so much work to be done.
there's yeah, Reddit is good, and a lot of people are doing a good job there. I contribute some. I don't post like every video there. I only post ones that I think are like better, higher than average, I guess, because
Mhm.
I just don't want to like spam it too bad. Because I feel like
Yeah.
you don't want to spam Reddit too much. Like you don't want to. Some people, I don't know if people are doing this, but they definitely shouldn't. Don't like do every tweet you would do on Reddit. Do both. Like
Yeah.
do only your really good stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah, you have to be a little strategic there. I've been just posting my videos on the SPX page just to like kind of,
I think that's great.
build it out. Just if somebody visits it, it can at least
Yep.
see, okay, it's not all bots, there's a human face here. So
Absolutely, yeah. Like stuff
yeah.
like that makes total sense. But like my random "I'm bullish as fuck" tweet, which I do
I
occasionally,
love those.
I'm
The
not
one you
putting
had a
that on
few weeks
Reddit.
ago. The one you had a few weeks ago was so funny. I think was it on Coinbase, our Coinbase
Oh
that you
God, yeah. No, yeah. What I did? Oh, I was pretending to be.
yeah.
What did I do? So I
Index
was.
investor Chad.
Yeah. I was like, I got the big 6900 guy. He's in the Giga, and so I got him good.
Oh,
He was like arguing with me. He's like, "What are you talking about?" And then later on, I was like, "I'm sorry, man. I couldn't
it's
stop.
so funny.
I felt like such a
That's
little
hilarious.
bastard." So what did
That's
I say?
hilarious.
So I said, okay. So I was index investor Chad. I said, retire at 75 or die trying. It's like retarded. I put Warren Buffett as my PFP.
It's so funny.
And
Oh my
then
God.
somebody actually took that post and included it. Like, so they made a montage of like Raw Powell talking shit about SPX, like all these different guys talking about SPX. And they took my Reddit post and put it because they didn't know it was me. They thought it was just another dude. So I'm like a part of
This is
that now.
this is hilarious.
But it was
It's
so
just
good. It blew up. It got like 60,000,
that's
seventy
important.
thousand
That's
views.
important.
It blew the fuck
Slowly
up.
getting eyeballs on it. Just
I did
at
get
this,
banned
yeah.
permanently with that account, though. That
Oh my
account's
God,
totally
that's
banned.
worth it. It's like
So worth it.
going onto a field, stripping on a field naked, for a sports match. It's like you just had to do it.
I felt like I like kamikaze. Like my
Yeah,
one hit. It was
exactly.
a one hit wonder. And it was great.
Worth it. Worth it. Oh man.
But it was a joke account, anyways. I was just having fun with it. But
Nice.
and then I created another one. At first, I was like, I called it Aeon Musk. I was like, I'm gonna mess around and pretend like I'm Elon. But eventually, I just changed it to Southern Fried Chat, and I have like two accounts now because I kept getting like I got 7 day ban on my main one,
Mm,
so then I started a new one, and then but anyways, I got like two accounts now with like over 2,000 karma, so that's pretty good, I guess.
nice.
Yeah,
Nice. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, Reddit's pretty fun. I've taken a break from it though because it's a little taxing.
Yeah.
You got to be ready for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Just in general, like it's the work that we do. It's like when we're on it and we're doing stuff, it's like a lot of it just takes time to see the effects almost like, you're posting consistently and like new people are seeing
Right.
these ideas or maybe they're seeing it again and again kind of thing. And it's just like a constant vibration back and forth. And we just have to keep going forward at our own pace, whatever energy we can contribute. So, because we got to persist forever. That's the main thing.
Exactly.
That's the biggest
Exactly.
thing. Yeah.
Don't persist, then burn out, and then run away.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
I
Like,
did. Yeah.
because if you want to build wealth, there's a few pathways but all of them require consistency and being able to withstand the ups and downs and like with being able to withstand like not getting paid for a good amount of time. So this is no different. And I think this is just the best investment you can make. I like starting a business now is just so extremely challenging and it's like very lonely too. Like I think Tans or somebody posted
Yeah.
about it. It's
Yeah.
just like not worth it. Like whatever you're trying to do, somebody else is doing it better, so you got to compete with
It's
them.
so
It's
hard.
just
Yeah.
it's too hard. And like There's yeah, all with
Yeah, you
AI
basically
coming.
got like AI companies or huge ass corporations are going to crush you. Really, the only thing you could possibly do is if you have like an artisanal skill to differentiate you, or like you have a family business that's kind of, I don't know, like been farming for years and years or something like that maybe. But that's about it. So trying to
Yeah.
compete like with the big guys is impossible, pretty much.
I was really considering doing like food content creation, just like different Indian food and stuff, but like it's just I was just overwhelmed by the idea and like in my mind I knew I'm like, okay, I have to make this work financially somehow and like that pressure just prevented me from like ever starting almost. But at least it's not like I don't want to do it. It's just like I can maybe potentially do it in the future, or I'm taking steps towards that goal by just creating videos for SPX. So now I'm
Yeah,
using a camera and stuff. So it's like I'm kind of just trying to, do the things that I want to do in life in the short life that we have, but just it may not be right away. You know what I mean? I may have to wait a little bit, but just, which is fine. But right now my priority is just like SPX pretty much because like
yeah.
this is what needs to happen.
Yeah, 100%. And I think people who aren't contributing, you definitely should try it because I think you'll end up enjoying it more than you realize.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fun,
It's
honestly.
fun. It's fun. And like then the more I'm in it, the more I enjoy it, then like the more passionate I am when I tell other people and like the less I worry about like, oh, what are they gonna think? This guy's invested in SPX. I'm like, no, I am proud to be in SPX 6900. Like you don't understand how bad the
Yeah.
500 is. You like, it's just the 500 are they're evil. You can run down the list of the 500 biggest corporations, and there's pure evil down the line, like one way or another,
Yeah,
where they're
it's
just
really true.
making our lives work. Like we live in a gerontocracy. It's like
Hmm.
like young people have no power, and this is the way to do it. This is your path to reclaim. Do you think boomers understand crypto? Like, no, they don't even need to be in it. Like, I'm not gonna try and convince my, my in-laws who are in their 70s about. I've tried to show SPX, but they just don't. They just
It's
didn't. Oh, he's
unfathomable
like,
to
oh,
them.
I'll buy Doge. I'm like, okay, this is not gonna work. So, but
No, yeah, I think I think you're lucky to get somebody that age to get into Bitcoin. Like
yeah,
they're not even probably not even gonna understand that a lot of times. So
no, no. They
if
just
you,
because and they're just speculating. And like you see, like, okay, it's been speculation the whole way through. The whole market has been speculation. It's less even the top seven companies, it's going to become more about the mimetic premium rather than cash flows for like Nvidia, Apple,
yeah,
Microsoft. That's all
yeah,
that's happening. And those are the only companies that are able to like get the loans from the big banks who get it from the Fed once they turn on the money printer. And
yeah,
like
yeah,
that's where the money is going to keep going. Like the bottom companies they're gone like almost. They're going to
yeah. And
consolidate.
the other thing people don't realize, like all the regulation that the state and puts on people, that affects the little businesses. The big businesses
Yeah.
can get around. It's all designed to make corporations bigger, badder, and
Yeah.
destroy the small competition. That's all it's
Yeah.
designed for.
And like me even just trying to start a business of like just trying to learn the accounting and the law. I'm like, dude, this is so much information. Like if I make a mistake, I could potentially lose this if I actually it's just like so like it makes it so difficult to do anything. And it's just like
I
designed
will
this
say
way.
that is one benefit of AI. I don't know if you've used it for
Yeah.
that. Like as a quasi lawyer, like it's pretty
Yeah, yeah.
helpful.
No,
And
you're
that
this was I tried to do this before AI and like I mean
okay, yeah,
now I'm like now I don't need it. I was just I'm an XPS, so I just
sure,
this will
sure,
yeah,
yeah,
this
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But that's actually a good point. Yeah.
I was just saying, like for people who are trying to get legal advice out of it, it's pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
it's
No,
very
that's
helpful.
that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I have an HOA at my house, and I fed it the HOA documents. I didn't feel like reading. I was like, "Can I do
Mm.
this?" And it's like, "No, you have to ask the HOA." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Oh,
So it's great though. I don't have to read a 20-page document anymore.
that's fair. No, that's good. I need to do that too because I have to rebuild my deck and like I need to know the
Yeah,
rules around it. So
exactly.
thanks.
Because
Yeah.
it's there are yes, it's like AI is anything like any other technologies. It's a double edged sword. It's good. It can be helpful if you use it correctly, or it can be terrible and very Black Mirror if you use it in badly.
Yeah, I think it's up to the user. Like if like if you're susceptible to falling into the AI psychosis, as they say, then
Yeah,
like it's user error. I'm gonna say like you're that was bound to happen in something one way or another, maybe. But yeah, I can totally see that. I
yeah.
I know what it's good for. I know what it's not good for. So
I saw
yeah.
something about AI. what do they call it? Digisexual. I don't know if you've heard that. I
I
was like,
haven't.
oh yeah, no, this is what it was. You said AI psychosis. This is why it triggered this for me.
Yeah.
There was an article they put out that said some bigger media whatever outlet said that it is wrong to call it AI psychosis because there's digisexuals.
Oh,
They're just attracted to AI, so it is morally wrong to say it's AI psychosis.
okay. I get whatever it is that that's what they say. I don't know.
I was like, that's
Like
wild.
that's what. Yeah. I'm.
It's gonna get weird. It's gonna get really weird, really
It's gonna get.
quick.
It's yeah. It's gonna get weirder. I already see it. Like I you see, especially with politics. Like in India, it's so chaotic. It's just like it's kind of it's like the largest democracy, but it's obviously not. It's obviously like, a few rich people at the top that control everything. And like their media
The way you
circus,
said that just made me laugh.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's three guys that control everything. Yeah.
Yeah. And like their CNN is like literally like like a row 5 by 5 pundits all talking at the same time, just like pure noise essentially. Like, and I'm like I'm starting to see this with like American media. It's gonna
Yeah.
be just like that, just constant noise that we're hearing. Like every day it has to be breaking news event, and like it's just I
Yeah.
don't know. People who are glued to that matrix they're tuned to the wrong channel. They need to be on SPX 6900. This is pure love, pure divine joy.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Seb expressed. He said, I find SPX content so nurturing to my soul compared to everything else." And he said, "I just don't even want to watch Netflix anymore. I don't want to do any of it anymore."
Me too, man. I was like, oh, nice, new another Murad interview. Let's do it. This is good. Let's see what he got. And they get better and better because every time, because I've seen so many. I'm like, oh, is he gonna say something new? I'm like, okay, good. This is like I like, yeah. Everything he said in this episode was like very important, especially with just saying how
You're saying you've seen a
they,
bunch of Murad interviews? Is that what you mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm like going a little fast, but
No, no, you're good. You're
yeah,
good,
just
dude.
yeah, just especially when he was doing on different like crypto
Yeah, yeah,
YouTubers
yeah.
kind of thing.
Hmm,
And like
hmm.
he was the more that they're more or less the same, but then for yours they've been so different. Like I think it's just like you guys were all Aeon, so like we can have different discussions and stuff.
Well, when I
Uh
approached him, I was like, I said that in my pitch to him because I was like, okay, yeah, I saw him on Blue Pontog. I was like, oh, maybe he'll come on. I don't know. Blue's not that big. So
yeah.
I reached out and I said, I don't want to do it like the regular crypto guy thing where we talk about, crypto and, the big ones and then the meme coins. And I wanted to be strictly SPX 6900 focused. So that was my goal. And now that makes it
Mm,
different too because you're right.
yeah,
They're all that
for
way.
sure. Yeah, yeah. Because
I
I
think
want to know
Blue's done
what
a good
he
job
thinks,
too, by
man.
the way. I think he's done a good job
He's
too.
he's
Yeah.
done a great job. He's
Yeah.
got a nice team and like he's got it the graphics and everything and like how he interviews and that questions he asks. Like he's very talented. And like he was also a new crypto person too. Like
Yeah.
we need people like that, just new people that haven't been in this space. They're just like SPX is their first token kind of thing. That's like I think that's what we're trying to work towards, to getting those kinds of people in.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
normal long-termists.
Yes. And I tried to ask him questions that he's never been asked before. That was like I'm gonna try to do that for each one so they feel completely different or mostly different.
Yeah, I love all your episodes. I think I'm caught up pretty much, but I've seen all of them and they're all really unique and I learned something new from the Aeons themselves and like how they got into the space. Like even though the question is how did you get an XPX, but like I want to know. I still want to
Yeah.
know how it happened and
I always
your
start with that. I
background.
mean, it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah. It's great.
with
It's great.
I'm looking forward to eventually doing like I want Seb to come back on. I want
Yeah,
different
yeah.
ones people to come back on, and then I already know them, and then we can get maybe deeper.
I'll come back on too. I've
Yeah,
never yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I want to. There's so many people. That's the thing. Like every time, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm getting close. Maybe I can ask them, but then it's like, oh, there's this other guy. Oh, there's this new guy. So eventually, but I don't know if you saw me. I posted that. I'm starting. I'm going to start October 7th on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. A live show. I don't know if
Mm.
you saw that, but
I saw the post. I didn't fully read it, but yeah,
okay.
what is
So the
that?
idea
Yeah.
is I'll it's like I'm plan is to share my screen and kind of like go through interesting posts, interesting content, and different things like that. But then the other side idea is to have a revolving door of a co-host who will just kind of like we'll talk together, talk about random SPX stuff, maybe even stuff outside of it a little bit. And so yeah, my point is like you would be great for that too. That would be awesome if you
That
could do
sounds
that
awesome.
sometime.
I
Yeah,
would be honored. That'd be great. Like kind of just
yeah,
here's my cognosphere, here's what I see, and then we could just talk about
right.
like yeah, I think because then people can understand like what is he talking
Yeah,
about?
what the
Like
fuck
this
is
is
yeah? People who
yeah.
you don't have a clue, like
Yeah,
that'd be
you
like
have to
okay, this
create it
is
yourself. Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome. I think that's a great idea. Great idea.
Yeah, so the first, slow Aeon is slow.
Yeah, I've seen
They're
it.
going to be on the first one with me. So
Nice.
yeah,
Awesome. That's
yeah.
awesome.
And I think I'm trying to. Ifty said he wanted to do it too.
Oh yeah.
So I think he might be on the second one. But anyways, so there'll be even more ways to get more people on. So
This is just awesome, man. I just love hearing this stuff. Just like new things that are happening and just relationships being formed. Like this is how we build trust. And like now we know like this is how conviction grows. I'm like, okay, I know Chad. Like he's not gonna sell. Oh, Ifty, he's not gonna like what like we're all showing our face. Like these guys aren't gonna sell. That's what I love about it. I don't have to worry I don't about this. And that's like this is what crypto should be. Like I don't have to worry about the freaking price. Like I don't want to be staring at the charts back in 2016, you know?
or
I don't want to be
simping
doing
and
that.
or simping and praying to a cabal either, which is the
Oh
other
my
ones.
God. That's the word. I can see right through that. I'm like, all these guys, like they're just every week it's a new coin. I'm just like, this is people will still fall to I think people are just desperate and they're just not using their brain. They have to like you have to like think outside of the box and just kind of be able to focus on a long-term thing. Like really think about what are you doing in crypto? Are you really trying to chase the next runner or like really think strategically about it and as far as like what is the best course for your capital, for your energy, for your time, for your peace, all these things. And like, we've been on crypt Twitter for ever almost and like just saying the same thing. And some people it just takes a little bit longer to understand.
Yeah, I do think there's. I've said this before. I think there's going to be SPX derangement syndrome. There's going to be some people who will just never ever look at it because they, you know what I'm saying, they'll like they're at one point they're like, no, I don't want that, and then they when they see the price inevitably go up, it's going to cause them to be very angry about it, and they'll never
For
want
sure.
it ever.
It's inevitable. And as anything grows in fame or success, like there's going to be a group that people that love it, a group of people that absolutely hate it, and then mostly people in the middle. Like
Yeah.
every favorite person, there's haters, the people that love them in the middle. The same thing with SPX, same thing with Murad. Like he gets hate for no reason. Yeah, so it's
Insane amount.
just
There's like cults of hate for him. There's like bands of
it's
people who
just
hate him.
it's just like this is these I think Mung his Twitter thing is like the world is just the universe is like angels and spirits. Like, yeah, there's there's spirits that drain your energy, that just feed off your body and just have you spew hate and make you angry and vengeful and all these like lower vibrational consciousness ways of living, guilt, anger, lust, all that stuff. And that just those are just spirits that are acting through you, but you
Yeah.
are consciousness. You can choose to evolve and transcend by, you know, meditating, just by pausing, taking some time to reflect on what it is you're trying to do, these things. And yeah, I feel like SPX eons are just more of that type of person.
Well, and yeah, and I think SPX also helps like train you to have discipline and
For
to
sure.
when you have downturns, it like makes you look inward and be like, okay, I know what I have. I believe in this, and it trains you just to not even think about that. Just kind of off your shoulder. And another thing is, if you're participating and you get this pushback, say on Reddit or X or wherever, or you get some hateful comments, or you whatever it may be, you develop a not just a thick skin, but also just like you don't get angry about it at all. It's not just
Yeah.
like you have thick skin and don't get mad back. You don't actually get angry at all. You're just like, okay, I
Yeah,
love you too.
this is like part of the spiritual journey because like you just have love. You just have love for this person. You're just trying to help them and whatever like you're just not reacting to anything that they say and like that's that you have the power there and like
Yeah,
that will take you so far in life if you have that attitude. And I think Aeon's like for me, I've definitely increased that for sure because in the beginning I'm like like it's just like, worrying about what people think. Oh, I'm gonna do it, like get an SPX and just start I'm not gonna make videos about the SPX. What is that? But then after a while,
I'm making
so
videos.
I'm
What the
making
fuck am I
videos and
doing?
yeah, we're doing it. This is it. This is the move. I know you don't understand. Most people don't understand. Few understand. Many will.
No, I'm so glad, dude. I'm so glad you
Yeah.
took that step because think about it. If you would have been if you would have just been a repost or a liker or a casual commenter, it would have been I wouldn't have known any of this. I
Yeah,
wouldn't have known
that's
you
the
at all.
thing. Like it just like it defeats the whole purpose. Like this is the community. Like this is the utility. This is what it's all about. Like the whole time, this is what it's been about. This is why Bitcoin is what it is. Like it's just 21 million coins. Like it doesn't really have crazy utility. It's just what how many coins are going to be. It's like very its simplicity is what gives it its
Yeah.
elegance. And like the same thing is happening with SPX. It's like we don't try to hide that we have any utility, but when you dig deeper, it does. And like it's
Yes.
it's amazing. It's like once you get into it, like
The
how
utility is not literally tied to the coin.
exactly,
But the
yeah.
utility there is utility. Like that's the thing
And
that's funny about it.
and the mission is like one of the yeah, the mission is like one of the most important things. Like that extremely high target.
Hmm.
Nobody else has this high target, and other coins are now copying. But like like 69 trillion or whatever, like that's the goal. So makes it easier to get people in because like look, we're not even 1% of the way. Like you're early. Like if you have that long-term mind, like we're in a further journey, and people can relate to that. I think that's another beautiful part about it.
Yeah, one of the best, the funniest like ways to if somebody who doesn't really, who's just like purely investor mind, doesn't want to hear all the other stuff. If you're like, yeah, we're going to 69 trillion, we're going to flip the stock market. That's insane. What if we're 1% right? That's 690 billion.
Yeah. Yeah, we just
Oh,
break it for the math type of person, that
yeah.
analytical mind. Yeah, that's the
What if
argument.
we're
And then
0.1% right? That's
exactly.
69 billion. That's
Yeah,
still an
it's
incredible
still
amount.
something. It's still 69x from now. Why not?
Yeah.
If there's a non-zero chance that we could flip the stock market, you should have a non-zero percentage allocation to your portfolio.
This is
Like it only
exactly the
makes sense.
argument they used for Bitcoin back in the day, by the way.
Nice. Yeah.
Because it
Okay.
was,
Wow.
yeah, no, literally, it's like, well, if it has a chance of, because the idea back then was, oh, if it becomes money of the world, like there's messages and forums by old Bitcoiners, like 2011, 2012, were like, yeah, I think the total addressable market cap for this is, I think it could go to $100 million a coin one day. And then, so, like,
Wow.
if there's even this tiny chance of it happening, you should own some.
That's true. I wish I was part of those forums back then, but yeah, no,
Well, I
that's
found I
yeah.
learned about it in 2014,
Gotcha.
and I or 2013 maybe. Whenever it first ran to $1,000, I started looking into it more, and I
Hmm.
was like, I found it super interesting, and I even did a deep dive into it. But then I had like issues in life. I never bought any, never got super into it. But I do remember like all those crazy libertarian arguments,
Hmm.
the Silk Road catastrophe, all those like really bad things. But I just thought it was so interesting. And but my whole thing was like, oh, the government's going to stop it, so it's probably not going to
Hmm.
happen. But if I would have, I wish I would have stayed connected with it. I think I would have got more into it. But oh well.
Yeah, no, I mean, and it's like it's all about the idea essentially, the ideas of just a different way of banking, different money system, and like it came out of a crisis, like the financial crisis,
Hmm.
and that's similar to today. Like, okay, that crisis has lingered 10 years later, and now SPX is the next Bitcoin essentially in terms of where it's an idea, it's a philosophy more than anything, and it's just questioning your belief system, questioning why you are acting the way you are, like, and just to know that it's like once you understand that it's like mind over matter, like first things, everything happens in your mind, like, and that mind is really the mind of God or a higher power, ideally, rather than like a demon. But like that's where it first starts,
Yeah.
and then it
I hope
manifests.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it manifests in the real world. So
Right.
like going back to like the monad, it's like beyond space and time. So in like some meditation sessions, like I can perfectly visualize like a reality where like we've already flipped the stock market. Everybody, it's like I'm like imagining what's
Yeah.
gonna happen, like, and we're just waiting in this reality to for it to happen. So like in like I feel so I'm very confident this is gonna happen because
Yeah.
other Aeons also had that same vision, and like
Yeah.
that's my truth. And who are you to deny my truth that this is
Yeah.
gonna flip the stock market? So
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't 100 like I think it's definitely possible, and I have what I have faith in is this thing's going to grow like a beast, and there's no stopping it. That's what I have faith in.
Yeah,
Now the literalness of flipping the stock market, I don't know. Maybe I don't 100% believe
maybe.
that yet, but I do 100% believe we're going to grow tremendously, and this is
Yeah,
something fun to be. I mean, back then when Bitcoiners said, "Oh, we're going to flip gold," nobody actually. There's very few people actually believe that. Now, people that's very common. So 10 years from now, maybe we're on their heels.
yeah, yeah. 10 years is compared to where we are now, and
Right,
the technology that we have now, like the social networks are built much better than they were back in 2009, 10, 11. Like, we have Instagram, Facebook, everything to disseminate information and ideas, and so it's just gonna like be able to spread even more
oh
rapidly
yes,
once it hits
yes,
that point. It just takes time for people to understand. Like, there's a process, and in terms of the way people have to change the way that they
right.
think, and to fully understand what's happening and like why, and then decide to invest, and then grow as an Aeon. It just takes a little bit. It took me time. It took me from October till now, but I mean that's I'm dedicated, but like not everybody's gonna be
Right.
like that.
I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you are on YouTube, can you please like, comment, and subscribe? If you're on other platforms, please like and comment. Now back to the video. And
But
I will say that I think one of the coolest, if you're a big skeptic of all of it, one of the coolest thoughts is like I think it's totally reasonable to think SPX could be the quickest asset to 1 trillion.
for
Like
sure,
I don't think that's that crazy because if you're a part of it, it's not that crazy because
yeah,
you know how crazy or you know how intense everyone is and how it just keeps
yeah,
growing.
it's yeah, because and it build and that like any any asset, a company, like it only the price of a stock only goes up because of the people in the company are working, doing things, and it's no different than this. Like if you see people working hard and doing great things for the mission, then like these results will eventually happen. We just don't know when or how, and like we're not
Right.
even worried about that because we're not looking at the price, because it's like just
But
focus on the day-to-day actions, what you can do, DCA every day, try and post if you can, all those things, spread the mission, post, like all that.
right.
That's what matters. The daily boring stuff, but that's how you grow, like,
And then every once in a while something pushes it. Every once in a while something
exactly.
takes it to the next level. You like whenever
Yeah.
you first bought in October, you had no idea you'd be doing this right now. You had no idea you'd be doing these videos and
No
contributing.
idea.
And I had no idea I would be doing this. So over time, things change. Well, I spoke with Hype. His video is coming out in a couple weeks. Um, and one of the things we were talking about was like, hey, we were talking about hey, if we actually go to 100 billion in the next 6 months, 12 months, if that happens, he was like, yeah, I'm going to set up like an SPX 6900 headquarters in Thailand where people can just like come and hang out. And I don't know what I'm going to do there, but we're going to do something crazy with
That's amazing. Like that's awesome.
it. I was like,
Like
yeah.
I would definitely go and like just hang out and just meet other like-minded people who are,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
that's
that's how it will keep growing. It's like if every price it hits will cause somebody to do something extra that will help it to get to the next price, to the next price, and it just keeps
yeah.
growing in and on itself. And like,
And like, yeah, these and like the price jumps happen like logarithmically, it's like a
yes,
kind of like they just in nature they just happen as 10x steps almost, and like so every that's a huge difference for like a person who's invested in that. Like you're not going to get a logarithmic exponential increase in asset price of a stock or anything like that. Like you have to be in this side of the risk curve, given how much money has been printed and is going to be continued to be printed. So like,
yeah.
yeah, it's only gonna more and more people are just gonna hear about it, and like they're just gonna, yeah,
And
it's gonna be crazy.
the intellectual level of SPX 6900 holders, just I've spoken to quite a few now. It's on a different level, either EQ or IQ. I don't. Did you see the one I had with Aeon Reborn? Did you see that one by
He was the
chance?
one doing the corporate treasuries,
Yeah,
or is
yeah. It was
that?
like an early one, like a fourth episode.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah, I've seen
he
that.
was Gigabrain.
Yeah, yeah, he's
Dude,
crazy.
like whenever I was talking to him, I was like, at the end of it, I was like, I did not prepare enough for that. I just realized I was talking to somebody so fucking smart.
That's
It blew my
yeah,
mind. I was like, whoa, that guy was one of the smartest people I've ever spoken to.
Yeah, there's a lot of we have a lot of smart people. That blows me away too. And just like got a surgeon now. We just like people like this even yeah even doing a corporate treasury for
Yeah,
SPX and he's started so many companies and
yeah,
businesses and
he
like
was big in DeFi in like 2019 or whatever.
that's yeah he's been in and like and now this is what he and like
And
just to
Matt's a
see
good
how
example too.
yeah Matt yeah he's yeah I saw that interview that was really great like hearing what he had to say about
Yes.
everything happening the building a trust consensus mechanism yeah.
Yeah, I love.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
essentially what's happening. We
I
are
wish I could.
trusting each other.
I do kind of wish I could watch some of them, but I can't watch them because I hate seeing myself, but or listening to myself. But I do kind of wish I could listen to that one again because I know it was bullish as shit.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
know it
super
was.
bullish. Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely.
But yeah, what was that? What was my point? Oh yeah, there's a lot of smart people, and
Yeah,
it's just different than especially on if you're a meme coiner. It's yeah, there's no comparison.
yeah. I've been in like the Apu chats, voice spaces, and like it was weird. It was just, they're cute. They got I can see why they say they're autistic and stuff, and like, but it's just like no, it literally felt like I was in a pond, and like there are all these frogs there, and none of them were talking. Like nobody was really talking. Nobody wanted to really talk. It felt like I was in a pond, and it was like the icons were all frogs and just me. Was the only non-frog in there. And I just want to see what was going on. I felt like I was in a pond. And
Hey,
then out
there
of
you
that,
go.
blue, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah, that's why
as
blues like their little trophy. Oh, he
yeah,
can
exactly,
communicate.
exactly. He can. But with SPX spaces, like we just you could be in the middle of anything, like just super deep philosophical questions or a
Dude,
yoga meditation section, or
oh my god, the
it's
6.9 day
crazy.
space, man, the 7 day space. Holy shit! I mean, you could join any time. There was always intense, almost always intense.
I was joining like whenever I could, and I was just super interesting to hear, and just how I was just really making sure, like trying to understand how Mike was able to do all this, and he just had like this divine spark of energy in him to like that the calling, and he's on another level in
So
terms of
I had a 3 hour spot on the third day of it happening, and he fell asleep during it, and which
is
is
that
totally reasonable. But
yeah.
but there was a problem. The next person who was supposed to kind of lead it, I think it was I'm Batman. Nobody could add him as a co-host,
Oh
so I was like stuck on there because I didn't want to leave because I was like the only host that was
damn,
actually
okay.
could talk. That was actually talking. I was like, I guess I'm going to monologue for a little bit. I think Mike's asleep.
Oh man, I think I missed that one, but
Yeah,
dang,
it
yeah.
was so much fun. It was so funny. DK, I don't know if you did you talk to DK at all when he was on
I've
it
seen
quite a
the name,
bit.
but I haven't. I don't think
Every
I
time I
ever
joined, he was on every
really
single time.
okay.
Yeah, so I thought
Interesting.
maybe we joined at different times, but yeah,
Yeah.
he really came out of his shell during
Oh,
that
okay.
period. I
Nice.
noticed, which was cool. I think so. I guess the first one I ever spoken on. He didn't he ended up being like on it all the time during the seven
Nice.
days.
That's another thing too. Like this, especially in the, age of like increasing loneliness, that's a big crisis. This is like a great way to try and connect with other human beings without like being without fear of judgment. Like no one's gonna judge you in this space, so you can like, make friends and like, yeah, just I've never made videos and posted about it. I've never gone on spaces, and here I am doing all these things, and it's been like liberating. So
In real life, do you
that's
have a lot of friends, or do you just have a few friends? Or
I do. I have a good amount, but it's just hard to see them just because of geography and just trying to coordinate and
right?
also like just I'm mostly hanging out with my wife and like my brother and his wife and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But I do try to like meet up with my friends like at least twice a month or something. But yeah, it's just like it's just the nature of how this country has been built, like in the whole single family
yeah,
house paradigm. It's not like that in like other countries. So it's just very you need a car and it's just like an hour to get anywhere to anybody's house and stuff. So
yeah. Well, it's also
yeah,
cool because even beyond that, it connects people that would never be connected before. Like I wouldn't have known you. I wouldn't have known all these different people from around the world. So
for
it's a
sure.
very that's the I think that's the unique thing is it connects people in a very close way to that you would never have spoken to otherwise.
Yeah, I think the it's a global phenomenon, and that's like we have a globe that shows where all the Aeons are from, and this is so interesting to see that we are all feeling and thinking the same thing. It just reinforces the idea that we are like spiritual beings rather than physical, and like we all sh see the same things happening in the world, and like no, like this is, this is you know, the last hope, essentially. It really is. Like it's the last beacon of hope in this dying world that we are experiencing. So
Yeah, I mean, it is sort of bleak. If people, you have to break out of the matrix. I think the matrix is going to get harder and harder to break out of because,
yeah.
but it will. I think it will appear to be even more enjoyable or pleasurable because imagine a world where AI, like you could play a video game, and you're just like talking to the AI all day, and like you know what I mean, like it's like infinite
Mhm.
games or infinite
Yeah,
entertainment,
yeah.
and it just never stops.
Yeah, infinite distraction, infinite scrolling kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but like 1,000 times worse.
Yeah, yeah. I think people have to like awaken at some point and realize like life is just got to be more to life than this, and they have to, I don't know, we have to be the ones to spread the message, be like, look, this is if I or is your life going well right now? Are you struggling with rent? Like, do you have money? Like,
Yes.
or do you have a job? Like, are you able to keep it together? Like, are you, are you just distracting yourself all day? Or
Yeah,
yeah,
and I
it,
think I do think with AI, I do believe I'm like an AI optimist, but also an AI. I think it's going to be Black Mirror to a large degree. So I kind of see a world where sure there may be infinite abundance in a way. Like there will probably be some kind of like UBI, and people will be okay, like from a I got food and water and shelter type way if they want to. But I think the negative will be there there'll be like I said, like infinite distractions. So
mm.
basically, it'll be kind of. Have you ever seen the movie Wally? You ever seen that before?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
it'll be kind of like people, sort of like that, who are just totally in their little bubble and just totally distracted all day, and they don't have to work or do anything. It's just like
yeah.
pure pleasure, pure nothingness, pure
I see.
consumption, infinite consumption,
Yeah,
and then people who are awakened, who are willing to create and do things. So it'd be like a world of not haves and have nots, but doers and non doers.
I agree. I remember hearing that, and like, yeah, the creators versus the consumers, and like, yeah, you want to be on the creator side. Like,
Right.
that's just where that's being more living with a purpose and being an actual human being. Like humans
Yes.
want to create art, express themselves through whatever means, and you know, you want to consume,
Sure.
meaningfully, not just and like that's important. But yeah, you definitely want to be on the creator side, and like this has been, and before this, I was just a consumer. I felt like I was consuming too much. I was just like consuming a lot of like fitness videos of like what exercise to do with this, that, and the other. But in the end of the day, I just needed to just go to the gym and just do something. It was really the end. That was really it. Like I'm like
Yeah.
overcomplicating this like for no reason. I just needed to do something, and like I just kind of stopped watching that because like I don't need more instruction. I just need action. And like same thing, I'm applying the same mindset to like okay to videos and SPX. Like just hit record and just post. Like don't worry about everything else. It's not supposed to be perfect. And that's where you grow and like you get like I don't know, you just feel this sense of purpose and accomplishment and just hearing people liking what you had to say or create, it just like reinforces that and like that's how we grow spiritually as
Yes.
especially within SPX and that's like auto heal. That's how I see one form of auto heal.
Yeah, I think SPX will be a primary driver to give people purpose. You know, it'll give a lot of
Yeah.
people purpose to do things to escape that reality of
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
pure consumption. And I think it's going to get 1,000 times worse. Like at least in my the way I envision things going down over the next 10 years. So I think that will give people that reason to be, reason to do things.
I agree. And like as more and more people become disillusioned with their jobs and or being underpaid or getting laid off, not having anything to do, they're gonna eventually find crypto and eventually find SPX and I hopefully like, contribute in their own way and like that the movement is gonna grow even faster as a result. So yeah, we're just early and that's just it is what it is, but that's it's the little calm before the storm, and
But think about how epic
it's
it
nice.
is. Think about
It's
how
gonna be
epic that
so
is.
epic. It's gonna be so epic. It feels so epic.
It's already epic
And
right
deep,
now.
yeah, like I always felt deep down, like I just want to be part of something big or being part of something first before everybody else. And I wanted to be something so crazy, like not like a normal thing. Like,
Welcome to the
because
cognosphere.
yeah, we have 6,400 more S&Ps. Like, how can you not? Like, what don't you understand? Like, come on.
It just makes sense.
It just makes sense.
I,
Like,
remember, I think I saw a Reddit post by Slow. He just said, "What's it says 64 more SCPs?" And the guy's like, "Are you kidding me? What are you talking about?" It's like, "What? 1600 greater than 500? What are you talking about? What
it's amazing. It's amazing.
are you talking about?"
I feel bad for the people that just aren't in on it. They just feel bad because they don't know what's coming. They just don't
But
know.
that will trigger if you're if you're not open to it at all. That'll at least be like these people are crazy. That's kind of a good thing.
It's a good thing.
That's a good thing. I want you. If you're kind of not open to anything, I want you to think I'm absolutely insane.
Yeah. And it's those people that ultimately are the ones that are doing things. Like people don't realize like, if you don't believe in crypto, you think it's a scam, you think SPX is a scam, then you probably believe in the TradFi world. Like, oh, if you work hard, you're an entrepreneur, then you're going to make money. Like, but then even those guys are all crazy originally. That like all the entrepreneurs are like have to be kept some level of delusion because you just have to perpetually believe in yourself. And that's the big, like we say believe in something, but really that means just believing in yourself first and foremost, having conviction in yourself to be able to trust yourself to make the right decision, to hold and like to see this for what it is, like to see, to like study it and not just to like brush it off essentially. And that's like
Yeah.
the biggest thing, like believe in that, you know.
Yeah, yeah, and I 100% agree with that. Too. But also, if they think you're insane, they'll probably tell somebody about it. Yeah, I was interacting
Yeah.
with this guy. He's like 6,900 graded S 500 SPX 600. What is he talking about? And he might tell somebody, he's like, "That's weird," and then they might look it up and like it. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's
I'll
100% true. That's how you get attention. It's the attention
yeah.
economy. You have to do crazy things to get that attention. And yeah, that's
Yeah.
100%. That's just what you have to do. But like, I feel it's like we say these things outwardly, but deep inside, we're Aeons are pretty calm. We choose a peaceful life over greed. So we're perceived as insane, but inwardly we're calm. And I love that. Like, that's just a beautiful thing.
Yeah, we're just saying 6,900 is greater than 500. That's
That's
all we're
it. That's
saying.
it. That's all
It's-
we're saying. Like, you should invest in this. 500, they're evil. Like, they're evil. Do you know what they
Oh,
do?
dude, that reminds me. Have you seen that meme where it's like the big fat obese dude, like with a knife? Leave the multi-trillion-dollar company alone. Leave him alone.
Leave them alone.
How
Yeah,
dare
it's
you?
these memes are one of my favorite memes is like it's the enter the cognosphere meme with like Mark Cuban and
I
like
made that, by the way.
you made
Yeah,
that?
I made that. And
Oh
I
my
see you
God.
using it all the time, and I'm like,
I love that
yes.
meme. This is so good. We're connected on a different level, I feel
Why
like
does that
now.
appeal
Yeah.
to you? Why did it appeal to me? I have no idea.
It's just like it's just Mark Cuban and just like he just has this persona and then you put him with a mullet and he's just smiling, just enter the cognosphere. It's nothing related, but it's I
So
love those
fucking
types of
weird.
memes. I just love those absurd memes. Like speaking of the memes, I love that
But
crazy
I'm
stuff.
glad you
Like,
got it because when I first posted it, like nobody liked it. Like nobody cared
oh
about
my yeah.
it. But I've seen you
I
do it. I've seen several other people do it. I'm like, okay, cool.
yeah.
It worked eventually.
You found the audience for it. Yeah.
But I
And that's
used
another
to.
beautiful yeah.
I used to make memes a lot, just the pictures and like random. I used to make like two or three a day
Okay.
when I first started kind of getting into creating stuff for SPX. That
Nice.
was what I did. But anyways, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say like yeah, like with SPX, you can meme it a million different ways. Like any thing that resonates with you. Like there's the anime angle of
Yeah.
it, the Marie Rose, like just anything you can literally I think you said it, like you could take any pictures, put the SPX logo and it'll work. It'll literally work.
Yeah.
Like it's beautiful. So that's what I love about it.
Yeah, I was trying to take that to like an extreme relatively recently. I was like, you know, the movie Small Soldiers. I think I told this on the Spaces one time. So the movie,
Uh,
it's like it's got the Gorgons and then these little soldier guys. So, anyways, in the movie, like they're little toy like monsters that are Gorgons, and they have to go to Gorgonite or whatever it's called. So I said, "Were you there in?" Were you there in 1999 when the Gorgonites flew over to made their maiden voyage to Gorgon or wherever, and I put I was, and then I put believe in something in SPX6900, and it was funny as shit, and it did really
I
well.
That's yeah. I remember that thing I listened to that space when you said that. Yeah, that's amazing. Like yeah,
And I
I
did
love
another
it.
one. I did another one where it's like it shows these some Japanese guys. I don't know their names, but they were working on Final Fantasy VII, finishing it up. And I put, "Were you there in 1997 when Final Fantasy VII was nearing completion?" I
I
was, and
was.
SPX was too. So
I love it.
stupid.
It doesn't make any sense. It's just so funny.
Yeah, you
Oh
could
my
do.
God.
That's why I think people get too hung up on that. Oh,
Yeah.
I got the Pepe meme coin, so we're Pepe. It's like I could meme
Yeah.
Pepe too with SPX. It
You can
doesn't
you
matter.
can.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah. I see the memes with Apu in our coins or the Sprotos. Why put them in there? Why not? Just
Yeah,
like it, we
doesn't
can
matter.
meme it all together. We're just a teeny tiny coin. I love that too. The teeny tiny coin.
I think that abstraction has helped us quite a bit, and that's why a lot of people say it's not even
Yeah.
funny. It's like it can be anything. It can be funny, it can be stupid, it can be serious, it can be whatever it to be.
Exactly. Like once you can accept the cringe in yourself, then you just are able to not care about stupid things like that. And like I think that's a lot of SPXers. Like we just don't care. Like, but
Have you seen the S&P 500 to zero account?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They do some of the wackiest stuff.
I
Sometimes I
like
don't
that
even get
account.
it. I'm like, I don't even understand what this is, but this is funny. I like it because I have no idea what you're trying to say.
I see. I like anything crypt SPX related. I have to like. Got to purify my timeline.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah, for sure.
yeah, there's so
I went down the rage bait a little. I like some rage baity stuff, and it fucked my timeline up big time.
yeah, yeah. First, yeah. Unfortunately, like it's pretty quick to get back to. Like the SPX for me at least. I just if you just keep just like all the SPX and
Yeah.
ignore the rest, and it'll be back to back to our regular scheduled programming.
Yes. It's so good. It's so good. Um, I didn't get to any of
Yeah,
my questions, which it doesn't really matter. But have you heard
yeah,
about
sure.
the have you heard about the SPX Miami conference? Have you heard about that?
I have heard about it. I commented that I was interested in potentially going. It just depends on like
Yeah.
my wife and everything. But yeah, that would be great to see people in real life. That would be further build that conviction. That's and like just actually hang out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
really I hope it happens. I think they're still working out the details and trying to figure out stuff, but I think it'd be so cool. It'd be a great
for
opportunity.
sure.
Selfishly, it'd be a very great opportunity for content.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
Incredible
we need
opportunity.
that. It's not
Yeah.
selfish at all. It's for the
Yeah.
cognosphere. We need
Yeah.
it.
True. True. And then also, the idea is like we could have like people talking about different topics, different speakers. I mean, if you came, maybe there'd be something cool you'd want to talk about. I don't know. There's like so many
Yeah.
things we could do. It would just be fun.
Looking forward to that. I Once we can figure it out and I get the approval and stuff, then that would be amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I'm still not 100% either. I'm pretty much if it happens, I think I will go. And my
Hmm.
wife is pretty much. I think she's okay with it now. I kind of discussed it with her.
Oh, nice.
So hopefully it happens. So I'm still a little like I don't know if all the details are going to work out. I'm not actively planning it.
Hmm.
I think Ilya is the main driver behind it.
Okay.
So and I told he mentioned if I wanted to help with it. I'm like I'm definitely willing to help lead a session or something like that or anything like that. But I can't like help plan this. I don't have time to do that.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of work to plan or something like event planning. I'm not the guy either to do
I'm not
that,
an
but yeah,
organizer, man.
yeah, I'm not an organizer at all.
Ilya is though. He's like so good at that. I can tell.
Yeah, I think it reminds me of what I think Murad was saying in your other the interview about like the three types of people, like the project managers, like the warriors and the creatives and the artists, I guess. Like, yeah, I'm definitely not a project manager. Like I that's like the type of job that I had in corporate America and I was not good at that job and I didn't like it. So creative stuff I can do that. If you put me in front of a camera, I can make a scene. So I can do something like that.
That's awesome. I'm organized in like my work, but I cannot
Yeah.
manage other people. Do you know what I
That's
mean?
true. That's fair.
So
Yeah, that's too much unpredictability.
right. Like I'm hyper anal with the podcast. I got a little schedule. I've got it all in my head. So I'm super organized with that for some reason.
Nice.
But my real job, I hate. I'm not that organized. I just don't give a shit
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Screw that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I do what I got to do. That's about it.
Yeah, my brother, he's a software engineer. He's like, yeah, I give the corporation like 2 solid hours of my brain, but the rest of it they're getting slop. Two
That's,
solid hours is all I can give in an 8 hour shift.
he's very generous
Yeah, yeah,
for those
yeah,
two
yeah,
hours.
yeah, yeah. That's
No,
funny. Yeah.
yeah, it can be rough sometimes, but I do recognize I am blessed that I have a job. I work from home. I'm not like destroying my body. It's relatively easy, so
Yeah, that's awesome.
I can't complain really. But I would
Yeah.
prefer just focus on this 100%.
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, that is a blessing because considering like they're trying to get these overlords, the corporate overlords, are trying to get us back in there, trying to justify that real estate that this
Yep.
economy is built upon.
Oh God, I would if I had to go back for my job, I wouldn't. I would quit. Just quit.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it. I'm
yeah,
done with
yeah.
that
I don't
shit.
blame you. I don't blame you.
I'll be like,
Yeah,
nope, I am not going back to work. I am not doing it. I've been out. I've been since 2020. That's a long time not to have to go into the
that's
job.
crazy. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have that. That's sick.
it's a good gig. If I had to go back to the office, yeah, I would quit for sure. I just wouldn't do
Yeah,
it. I'd go work. I'd rather go work as I'd rather do a Batman's doing. I'd rather go deliver pizza or something. So it's
yeah, yeah.
fucking all
More
soul.
meaningful.
It's
Yeah,
so sucking at an office.
yeah, dude. I'm
Oh
like
my
I said,
god.
my sophomore year internship. I'm like, I got the internship too because of my uncle. He was like a VP there, and like, so it was nepotism too. And I'm just like, yo, this sucks. This is so bad. These people, nobody, there's no life in this building. Nobody, no life, and like, oh yeah,
Yeah, it's some are worse than others, but yeah,
yeah. The people that can do it, God bless you. God, the people that have to do it, like more like I don't know how you do it. I can't do it. I
I
wasn't
can't do
built
it
for
anymore.
this.
I'm totally ruined now.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Neat. Yeah, I'm pure neat at this point. That's why like but the labor, yeah, it's just like it's good to know that this work with SPX is I can do something with my time that feels meaningful and
Yeah,
like I'm very grateful for that and it feels like a, early startup or something, but
yeah,
this is way more gives me more purpose and looking forward to continue doing it too. So,
yeah. It's more. It is. It's you don't have somebody telling you to do anything. Yeah, maybe you
exactly.
maybe have people encouraging you, which is nice, but you don't have people like telling you you need to do this, you need to do that. You don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
you need to do X hours on this thing. Like I could do it in tenth of that time. Like why do I need to do 8 hours? Why do I need to do this?
Yeah.
Just do work.
I think this is going to be the future of work to some extent. It's going to take up a greater amount of like the GDP as the whole movement coins, like top cult meme coins continue to grow. They're going to continue to grow because like young people, like if you're a young person, like if you like the media sector, this is completely can the media sector can be replaced by this, like as by crypto communities. Like why watch Netflix or something like that when you could partake in something like this. Also watch something, but
Sure.
create as well. That's much more appealing than trying to work at Netflix or something like that, in my
Yeah.
opinion. So
Yeah, I mean, I could tell that with Tony. Tony, he worked at Google. I mean, that's at
yeah,
or YouTube, I think specifically, which is part of Google. But like, that's like a dream job, and you could tell
yeah,
he
for
did.
sure.
Not, I don't know. I want to talk for him, but you could tell he didn't particularly love it, and he enjoyed the cognizant work a lot more.
Everybody does, yeah,
Yeah,
and they don't even pay for YouTube Premium. I
I
heard
couldn't
too.
believe that. I was like,
Couldn't
surely
believe
you
it.
get YouTube Premium, right?
Seriously?
Like what?
God damn.
You
You can't
really?
afford the $15 a month for that?
Like, they
Jesus.
own the company. Just what? Give me
Unbelievable.
a little
We got to
bit.
make you pay for that. Nothing. Nope. Zero. Nothing for you. Nothing for no crumbs
I
for the
figured they gave him the
peons.
damn AI thing, the VO, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I was like, I figured you got that too.
No, yeah.
I was
It's
like,
it's
really?
it's bull too much. Yeah, it's bullshit. Like young people are, yeah, they're gonna like push back on this. I can see it happening, and it's a matter of time. We're just early, as I say. We're early.
Few, many, soon. Few. Wait, I can't even think now. Few. What is few understand? Many will. I couldn't even think
Yeah.
of it.
For the longest time, I would just write few and many. Like that would be like my signature, like
Yeah.
regards, Krishna. I'm just right few many Krishna.
Okay, your first video you put up was like kind of unhinged. It was just like
It was
SPX. I was like, this guy might be legit wacko. I don't know.
it was just one of those things. I'm like, I know I'm unhinged. I can come off as anything, and I choose to come off kind of unhinged. It's just more fun for me. But like, yeah, I just saw like the whole series of face doxing videos, and
Yes.
Mike was the one who inspired because he was the one that
Yes.
did the chant and the call. I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, I'm gonna do this. I don't care how I'm perceived. And then like I started posting these videos, and I remember I like reposted my first video that like, oh, this one that started it all. And like Maddox, he commented like, little did I know that this man would be saying the most spiritually insightful things I've ever heard in my life.
Dude,
I
Maddox
thought that
is
was
the
hilarious.
best.
He's
He's the
amazing. He's
best
awesome.
reply guy ever.
He's extremely hardworking, extremely diligent, and just like there every day. Shows up every day. Just
With
amazing.
insane replies, like so in
Yeah, yeah.
depth.
Yeah, yeah.
My
It's
replies
not
are
it's
almost
like
always lazy. I'll be honest.
I do the same thing too sometimes. Yeah. If I have to
I
post more
reply with
at
a
some point.
GIF now because at least it's like
I love your gifts. You have great gifts. Yeah, you're the gift king for sure, for sure. Yeah. Even when you
That's
like taught me how to do a quote tweet, you did the Leonardo DiCaprio, like, I showed like I knew exactly what you're thinking. Like, I did that. I showed him how to do that. Yeah, yeah, that's good.
I am a nerd with the gifts. I swear, I love them. I saw
Hey,
somebody post if you reply with just a gif, you're not a man. I'm like, well, I guess I'm not a man.
yeah, like who
Okay.
makes these rules? Like,
I
I'm
replied with a
not.
gif, of course.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah. It's just, yeah, SPX people, they just don't care about the silly, dumb things. They're not here to judge. We're just here to focus on the mission, spread love, be kind, and just have fun. And I think that's who I am at my core. Like, that's
Yeah.
what I want. And I found it, and it's amazing. And like, I just wish more people would realize,
Yeah.
and I think it's getting there. I was
Yeah.
happy I went on a family vacation to like Massachusetts, and like it was me and my
Awesome.
cousins. By the end of it, they all had SPX. I showed them on it,
Nice.
got them all in it. I have a local Cognosphere group chat where I can just
Oh,
send them interesting things of just to keep them engaged and
yes.
making helping them DCA and stuff like that. So
That's awesome.
yeah, just trying to spread the word as much as I can and uh, get people on board.
Well, and the Coinbase listing is huge.
That's huge. That's huge.
That
I gotta
helps.
Yeah, my dad is completely like boomer illiterate when it comes to technology, so I have to go to his house and just like convert his BTC to SPX, and like he won't look at it for like another year anyway. So I gotta do that. Dad, I gotta make a change. He's like, okay, fine.
I will say I do hope we get Robinhood too because that'll be the ultimate. Because my brothers they won't even
Yeah,
use Coinbase. They're like
that's
Robinhood.
crazy.
They won't even use
Yeah,
Coinbase.
soon. I feel like
Yeah.
it's. I'm sure somebody's working on it. I
But
feel like
I mean,
soon somebody's
Coinbase is
working
great.
on
I'm
it.
not trying to be unappreciative. That I think
Yeah,
this Robinhood is like the only missing link. I don't know if we're listed on. I know we're listed on Binance US, but I don't know if we're listed on Binance proper.
I see.
I don't know about
I'm
that
not.
one.
I'm not sure about
I'm
that
not sure either.
either.
I think those are the two big missing ones: the Binance, regular Binance, and Robinhood. But I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the only two of the notable
We'll get
ones.
there.
Yeah, yeah. It's. I don't even think it's necessary for anything to happen. I think it would just be make things easier.
Yeah, for sure, for
I don't
sure.
even think Sheeb was listed on anything when it went crazy in
Interesting.
2021. I don't think it was listed on any. I think it might have been listed on maybe Binance. I don't even know if it was listed there. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting thing about Sheeb was like when I was on crypto Twitter like back then, and that was like the first time I really started seeing like I guess it was like rating and like a community of SHIB people just rating accounts, and I kept seeing it over and over, and I didn't buy any because I was like too skeptical and everything, but like I just now remember the important, like now I remember why they were doing it and like the importance of like rating in general and like how effective it really is. It's like these little boring things that you do every day that make the biggest difference at the end. And yeah, it's just interesting how this all has unfolded. This just crypto in general, like
I
it's
will
so crazy.
say the Sheeb Reddit is quite dire these days.
I
It
see.
is
Yeah,
not
I mean,
holding strong.
for long-term sustainability, you need that mission. Like
Yeah.
that's how long can a dog meme go for, It's like once the early people make their money, they're the ones that were contributing and doing the work, and then they cash out, they leave, and they could everybody else that's left, like they don't know what to do.
I mean, and
Yeah.
honestly, if it wasn't for Elon, Doge wouldn't have. I don't think it would have done as well as it did.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Elon was the. I mean, when you got Elon literally shilling the hell out of it, it doesn't matter what it is; it's going to do good.
Yeah, he just has that reach. So
Yeah,
no, yeah, it's true. So I feel like he'll see SPX. I feel like it's inevitable. I
yeah.
feel, I
I
don't know.
I think that's what I'm kind of coming to with X is. I think it's great to raid other accounts, crypto accounts. I think it's all good, but I think our goal should be to try to get big eyes on us. I think it should be the goal with X
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that's what it could be used for.
That's true. That's the main at this point X would be useful for that. Just the non SPX crypto people who have big accounts, big followings, and just rating their comment section so that other people can
Yes.
see. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Aeon Reborn kind of inspired me to start going after Balaji.
Oh, okay, okay, nice,
Yes,
nice,
and
nice.
I think that would be epic
I
if he
saw your
started
post
getting
and I just
interested.
reposted it
That's
and just
great.
yeah, yeah,
Let's just,
yeah.
we should, I'm gonna do that every day.
Yeah, nice, nice.
See how far it
Yeah.
goes. See if it goes anywhere.
Yeah, this is it. This is it. This is what it's about. The cognition is great. A lot of it is it's work. We do work around here, but it's rewarding work, and I encourage
But
people
think about how
to
awesome it would be
do
if
it. Yeah.
Balaji responded to one of us, and
Yeah.
he's like, oh yeah, I'll look into it or something. I don't know.
It happened. I mean, the whole Fred Krueger thing, how that unfolded was
That
insane.
was
I,
amazing.
yeah, I listened to that space with Batman, and I'm like, wow, he's going all in there, and like he's not giving up. I was
Yeah, he's
Batman is
great.
he's a legend Aeon. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, well, Fred finally capitulated. So, okay, I'll buy $10,000 worth,
Yeah,
which is
yeah, yeah,
nothing for him. It's like literally
yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
But I kind of doubt he actually bought it because now he's like back on his hate
I
SPX
see.
arc. He's back to being a villain.
Well,
Batman challenged him again.
but yeah, I mean, it's just more eyes on it. This is press and media. That's
Oh
what we
yeah,
need. Yeah,
yeah.
it's a big marketing
I
machine.
kind of hope he remains a villain. I don't really want him on our side to be honest. I don't really like
That's
Fred.
true. Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Frank.
We love him, but we don't need everybody. We have yeah.
Yeah,
It's so
he's
funny.
yeah. Old Fred. Fred Krueger. Somebody made a lot
Yeah,
of Fred Krueger memes that were really funny. Freddy
I
Krueger.
saw. Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah, that's so good.
Oh God. Yeah, I think I remember in like one of the Mortal Kombat games, Freddy Krueger was a character. Freddy
Okay.
Krueger. So I made one. I put Fred Krueger on one end. I put Raiden, the lightning
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
put Batman's face on the Raiden. I put Krueger.
I
Krueger's
I I think I've seen that one too. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
the
amazing.
fight
That's awesome.
because Batman is Mr. Lightning.
I love it. I love it. It's too good.
Are you officially on Reddit yet, or are you
I'm on
like on?
Reddit. I have a Reddit account. Yeah, I've been posting my daily
Oh yeah,
grind videos.
you mentioned us right.
Yeah, the only issue is like the size limit is like 1 GB, so a lot of them I can't upload.
Really?
So I have to cut it up and stuff, and I just haven't gotten around to all that. But I've been
Uh,
posting what I could, just providing just like a videos on our homepage where like
yeah.
no one cares what you post. So
Well,
yeah.
if you do them on YouTube, you could link them too.
Yeah, I have to post them on YouTube as well. I've been doing Instagram, TikTok, and I need to do YouTube. I'm trying to get them everywhere and then and then also start up again and making more
Yeah,
back
I
on
think
X.
YouTube would be awesome because it's kind of like the best place for longer stuff. It's a good way to like categorize them, and keep them kind of
Yeah.
sorted. And then you could link to them with your Reddit. And actually, the cool thing about Reddit is, if you're on the desktop version at least, if you click a YouTube link video, it like plays within Reddit, the YouTube video.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, I've
So,
seen that.
so it's
That's true.
basically the same.
I think I should probably do that then instead of trying to post them on Reddit directly.
I
It's
mean,
just
I don't think
or
there's anything. I've done that too. But if it's above the size limit,
yeah,
then
yeah,
you got
yeah.
those issues.
Yeah, so I have to do that as well. But yeah. Um It's gonna be like I haven't been posting for like a couple of weeks, but I definitely miss it, and I'm looking forward to start doing that again.
Well,
So
whenever you do start, or if you do, when you do start the YouTube thing, definitely tweet me and include me on it. I'll be sure to push it so to get you some
okay,
subscribers.
gotcha. Awesome. Yeah,
We gotta get you up there to 100
yeah,
quickly
yeah, definitely.
because it does make a
Awesome.
difference. Because when I started on YouTube, it's like you have nothing, and then it takes forever to get to like 10 because like nobody at the
Yeah,
time was pushing YouTube at all.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it took forever to get to like 10, and now
It's just
you know
Yeah, YouTube algorithm is really hard for new accounts, I bet. Like if it was TikTok, they kind of make it a little bit easier, but yeah,
Absolutely
YouTube is not is
brutal.
like yeah, so
But once you
gotta
finally
definitely keep
get
that in mind.
once it goes though, it starts to go quick. So, anyways, just let me
That's
know.
good.
I definitely will
Yeah, yeah,
push it.
for sure.
Who made your PFP?
So I had Mike made one of them, and then this one was Little Miss Ponzi. She made this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome. I love that one.
Yeah, I just asked like the community, hey, I just want to Aeonify my image, and then she made one, and like, oh, this is good. I like this. It's amazing. So
Yeah, I love that one. It's so
it's a
cool.
Kali inspired Aeon. I was like, she's yeah, yeah. They asked me like give them an image of what I wanted, so I just sent an image of like Goddess Kali, like just make this an Aeon. So that's my image.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah, I thought it was awesome.
Thank you.
Um, okay, so just a couple more questions.
Hmm.
How bullish are you?
Ooh, great question. I I think we're gonna flip the stock market. I think it's probably gonna happen between like 5 and 7 years, if I'm
Oh,
being
you're
honest.
quicker than me. Okay.
Yeah, 5 and 7 years to get to that. I think we'll hit 1 trillion by the end of 2026. I think that's gonna
Damn,
happen
dude.
as
Okay.
well.
I love that.
But those are like the only price predictions that I have.
Okay, so one thousand
Yeah,
dollars by December
2026.
2026. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's bullish.
like
I like
definitely
that.
hit like yeah, like the 100 billion that Murad has sent by Q2 of 2026 is what he has
Gotcha.
said. So like if we hit that by that point, then another 6 months of growing, I think we could do another 10x from there. I don't know about beyond that, but I think that's kind of where I think, and then we might, yeah,
Dude, hell yeah. One
yeah,
thousand dollars by the end of 2026. I like that.
yeah,
So for me, I'm thinking sometime in 2026 we hit $100. That's what I think,
yeah, yeah.
and I believe we could hit $1,000 by. I've been saying like 2029, 2030 is what I think.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay.
But
I I feel
I hope you're right. I
I
prefer
feel
you're right.
I mean, I think a lot of things that in the world are just going to happen, like as far as like the fabric of society is crumbling pretty quickly, and I think as we grow and we spread, I think there's going to be like a convergence, and like a lot of young people are just going to need something that they're going to be disillusioned so quickly almost, and it's already happening now, and I feel like
Yeah.
that's what's going to cause it to do something like that. But yeah, I mean, we haven't even turned on like Trump hasn't even turned on the money printers yet, so we haven't even
No, it's
started
really
that.
true, dude.
So
Like,
there's still a lot of
yeah.
things that has to happen in the world, but I think like we're slowly getting there. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's like in The Big Short, like they had this realization like, oh, we're gonna become millionaires, but do you realize what's gonna happen? Like the whole
Yeah.
housing economy is gonna crash. It's like that. Like this is gonna do crazy numbers, but they're at the cost of the rest of the world almost. I don't know. That's just kind of how I feel, and we'll see how it turns
Short
out.
the matrix, long belief.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Long belief in yourself to make the
Yes.
right decisions and find your tribe, find people that believe in the same thing you do, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I that would be so incredible. Wow. Yep. Any final thoughts?
um, study SPX 6900, look into it. If you're already an Aeon, try to contribute, challenge yourself, build new habits, build that consistency. You only have one day at a time. You could die today. So just do something new that day and stop caring what people think. Persist forever. I love you. I love you all.
Illy, I love you.
Ilya, yeah.
That was the funny thing with Ilya. I thought
Ilya,
I
yeah.
was
It's a
Ilya
sign. Yeah. Yeah. I love you, Aeon. His name, from birth, he was meant to be an Aeon.
did you listen to that one too?
I did. I did.
Did you hear his like he was obsessed with like 33, the number 33?
Yeah, he was talking about like different angel numbers and stuff like that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
33 is like his number, and every so often he'll send me a message like, "See," he'll show me something like related to 33. I'm like, "What the fuck? That's so weird."
That's so weird.
It's like this
I
random
I
thing. So I'm like, this is too weird. This is too much.
yeah. Mine is like 69. I don't For whatever reason. Like whenever I go on X, you know how in the beginning it'll say like show however many posts, like the new
Oh yeah, I see it all the
I've seen
time.
65, I see 69 so like all
Like
the time.
69
It's just
hearts, 69 reposts,
six
69
yeah,
whatever. Yes.
yeah, yeah.
I see it
So it's
constantly.
that's yeah,
It's weird.
crazy.
It at least happens like a couple times a day. If I'm on X at least a fair amount, it happens at least once or twice a day,
Yeah.
which is strange.
Bullish. I'm bullish.
Bullish. Oh yeah, yeah. Ilya he was something, man. He was awesome. But you were awesome too, and I'm glad you came on, dude.
No, thank
Um,
you for having me. It was a pleasure talking to you. I really appreciate it.
yeah,
Looking
dude.
forward to it.
Yeah, I'm happy you're able to come and talk. I mean, we've never spoken. Just for people to know, we've never spoken, and except on Spaces a couple times, but not we never seen each other or talked to each other. It's crazy how much connection you can build online. Before you even.
Amazing.
I mean, we're not even sitting together right now. We're just, but you know what I mean. It's crazy. So if we do end up going to Miami, that would be awesome experience to meet each other.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
um, yeah, again, I appreciate you coming on. Thank you to everyone who made it this far. Please like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. I'll have Krishna's X account below. If he makes the YouTube soon, I'll add that to it as well. Until next time, persist forever, Aeons.
Persist forever, guys. Love you.